Welcome children, welcome to class 3. So from this week onwards we are going to learn a new poem, stories, everything. Okay, so already have finished unit 1, right? You have learned poem and then one prose, right? Can you guess what is that poem? Yes, it's a good morning poem. Can you recall how ma'am taught you, how she sang a song and taught you, right? So, good morning, sky, good morning, sun, good morning, little winds that run, good morning, birds, good morning, trees and creeping grass. Brownie bees, how did you find out it was day? Who told you had gone away? I'm wide awake. I'm up now too. I'll be right how to play with you. Do you understand? It's just a recall, okay? Whatever ma'am has told you, ma'am has taught you. So, can you now, good morning, son. When you wake up, to whom you'll say good morning? Will you say good morning to your parents? Yes, it's a good habit to say good morning, mom, good morning, father, dad, or good morning. If there is any grandparents in your house, you have to say, okay. And this girl is telling good morning, sky. So when you go out, you'll see in the morning sky and then sun and then wind. Can you see wind? No, you cannot see wind, but we breathe air, right? So when the air is very force, so then that is wind. Okay, now see here, see the picture, the tree itself, it's dancing, right? So that's what wind. Okay, and then to whom we have to say good morning? Yes, good morning, birds, trees, whatever you see in your house or outside your house. And then creeping grass, so you will see grass, and then brownie bees. So these are the to whom or all you have to say good morning. That's what this poem is telling, right? And then how did you find out it was day? How you know it was a day? After you wake up from bed, you'll see the sky, right? Will the sky be night dark or white, or it will be bright? It will be bright, so you'll identify whether it's a night or morning, right? Who told you night had gone away? How come? When did you wake up? So you'll hear some birds sound, birds will be singing, then you'll understand, oh, it's morning, right? And I am wide awake, I'm up now too. I'll be right out to play with you. When will you play? Will you play at night? Will you play like mid 12 o'clock? Will you play with your friends? No, everyone will be sleeping at that night time, right? But when you play, you'll play in the morning. So that's what this poem is telling. Okay, so good morning, you have to say good morning to sky, sun and little wind, and then birds, trees, grass, brownie bees. Okay, and then you have to find out whether it's night or day, and you can go out and play with your friends. Okay, this is the poem ma'am has already taught you, right? Now next, do you remember this story, the magic garden? Ma'am would have taught you, right? So the how the trees are flowers, different kinds of flowers are there in the garden, right? Where's the garden is? Yes, it is in the school playground. Okay, now we are going to see a small clipping. Okay, it's a small video about this garden. Okay, go and see that.
The Magic Garden. The Magic Garden is a story adapted from The Fairy Garden by Margaret H. Bolton. The story tells us about the different flowers, the gardeners, and the fairies of a magic garden. The Magic Garden. The Magic Garden was in a school playground. It was very pretty. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies and pansies. The sunshine fell on this garden more than on any other, and the flowers danced and sang happily. They said to one another, We have hundreds of little gardeners. They were the children from the school. One sunny morning, the flowers were talking to the birds. I love all the children, but I love the dear little ones most of all, said a poppy. I like them to bring their watering cans and water my thirsty roots. Yes, said the marigolds, the boys are good to us too. They dig the ground so well. We love the little children, said a tiny bird. They are kind and they bring bread for us. All the flowers said, we must work hard to make our dresses very pretty, for the children will be here soon. The sun said, I will help you also, for nothing pleases me better than to see the children running about in the golden sunshine. Suddenly, the children came out laughing and singing, and the flowers stopped their songs to listen to them. Oh, look at the tall sunflower, said one child, and the sunflower lifted its head very proudly. Another child said, I love the marigold in its golden dress. The marigold smiled happily. It was indeed a magic garden, because it had fairies too. They danced and sang sweet songs which only the children could hear. After a time, the fairies came out dancing and talked with the children. Their dresses were made of flowers, and their wings of sunshine. The magic garden was quiet that night. The flowers and birds were asleep and dreaming of the next day when the children would come again.
Did you see that video? Do you all enjoy it? Yes. What the story is about? There was a magic garden in a school playground. There were many flowers in the garden, right? What are the flowers are there? A sunflower, rose, marigold, poppies and pansies, right? So what they are doing? They are talking, they are happy, they're so happy, and they're dancing and they're singing happily, right? And then they're telling what they're telling. They're telling there are little gardeners. Who are all these little gardeners? Yes, they're all their students who are studying there, the little children who are studying in that school. Okay, and then the birds are singing happily, the flowers are dancing happily, everyone are so happy. And one day what happened? Who is talking with whom? Yes, flowers are talking with birds. Yes, what they're telling? Yes, they are telling I like these children so much because they are bringing the watering cans and they water my thirsty roots, so that I'm very happy. And then marigold is telling, this is marigold. See this picture, marigold. Yes, the marigold is telling they dig the ground, so I'm so happy. So I want to give the beautiful dress, I want to give them a beautiful flowers. So this how the flowers are talking with birds, right? And then is also telling, I will help you to give beautiful flowers to the children. And then children are also laughing, dancing. See this picture now, the birds are singing one side and the flowers are dancing, and the children are having watering cans, and one boy is digging the ground and another boy is feeding the birds. So all are happy, and one boy is saying, hey, I love this marigold, and another boy is saying, hey, I like this tall sunflower. So everyone are so happy. And what happened at last? Yes, it had fairies too. The fairies came so that the entire garden looked like a magic garden. So that's what the story. So it's just a recall, I'm doing it. So if you want to know the story as well as the poem, you just have to go to YouTube and you have to type A Public School Rayapuram, and then you can see the you will see the channel in AA public school channel. You'll choose videos. In that you can see all the videos about unit 1. So good morning as well as the magic garden. Okay, don't forget to, if you have not seen the video, don't forget to see that video and learn the story. Okay, now we move on to next unit. Okay, so before we go into the unit 2, I want to ask some questions. Okay, now tell me, how many of you like to talk? Ma'am, I like to talk always, ma'am, from morning till night. How many of you say like that? Will you talk continuously? Yeah, no, right? Is it good to talk in between classes if ma'am is telling, or if ma'am is taking class, or if ma'am is telling something important? Will you talk in between? Is it good? No, it's bad. So in between talking in between, so it's a bad habit. Okay, so when someone is speaking, you must listen, and then only you have to talk. So this poem, we are going to see a poem. In this poem, someone will be talking. Okay, can you guess who will be talking in this poem? Will it be man, or human being, or animals, or birds? Whom do you think? Can you guess? Okay, let's see who is talking here. Here, what's the image here? It's a human being, or animal, or a bird? Yes, it's a bird. How many birds? It's a bird or birds? Yes, it's a 2 birds. So that's a single, it's a plural, so birds. So now we are going to see how the birds are talking. Okay, we are not going to finish the entire poem, only 2 stanzas we are going to see in this video. Okay, now, think, said the robin. Think, said the jay. Sitting in the garden talking one day. Think about people, the way they grow. They don't have feathers at all, you know. They don't eat beetles. They don't grow wings. They don't like sitting on wires and things. Think, said the robin. Think, said the jay. Aren't people funny to be that way? So here, who is talking? Birds are talking. So birds is a plural. So birds are talking about people. Okay, about us. About we are human beings. We are people. So the birds are talking about us. So before I go into the poem, I just let's see one video. Okay, about how do you know which bird will talk? Yes, one particular bird will talk. Which bird? Yes, parrots, right? So just to see how the bird is talking here. Okay, and then we'll move on to the poem. Okay.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Are you famous? All right. How about some animal sounds? Can you do a red wolf? How about an owl? The pretty songbirds? How about a rooster? Can you do a horse? Good. Can you fall down? Did that hurt? Can you do a cat? How about a dog? Can you bark? Fly on the spaceship? And shoot the lasers? Can you do water? How about a knock at the door? Can you help me start the car? Einstein, can you help me call the dogs?
Come here, come here, come here.
Good. What do you say it's time to go?
Bye.
Did you see how the bird was talking? Right? Was it good? Yes, okay. Now we move on to the poem. Okay. Think, said the robin. Think, said the jay. Sitting in the garden talking one day. So what happened one day is that there's a garden. Okay, in the garden there's a 2 birds. Okay, what is the name of the first bird? Is robin, and the another bird is jay. What are the birds' name? You know, sparrow, crow. You know some names, right? So this is also names. See, now just see this here. Yes, see what 2 parrots are doing. Yes, they're talking. Parents will talk, right? So among themselves also they're talking. So they're talking. And see, this is robin. Okay. It's a songbird. It will sing so sweetly. Okay, this is Robin, and this is Jay. Okay, so Jay is also it's a colorful and noisy bird. Okay, now so what happened? So both of them are talking. Both of them, what they're talking? They're talking. Robin is telling think. Jay. Jay is telling think. So they want to think something. What do you want them to think? Yes, that's what we're going to see. See, it says think about people the way they grow. So here, see, the bird is thinking. Both of them are thinking how the people are growing. See how we first in initial stage itself will be looking like gigantica. No, right? So how will it be like? We born, and then we'll crawl, and then we study first preschool, and then we'll move on to pre-KG, LKG, first standard. We grow like that, right? So see the stages. So childhood, adult, and then we'll become like our father or mother, and then we'll become like our grandparent. Everyone will come across these stages. Our grandparents also come from small age, right? From small kid. And then our parents also, they born, they grow, and they did everything. So the Jay and Robin is telling, both of them are telling, think about people the way they grow. They don't have feathers. Do we have feathers? No, we don't have feathers, right? How we are walking? Yes, we are walking with our legs, and we shaking our hands, right? So do we have feathers like bird? See, both of them are different. Human being is different from birds. We are walking with our hand, with our legs, but birds are, they have feathers and they'll fly. We are walking on the ground, but they are flying on the sky. So this is the difference. And then they're telling more and more. Let's see that. So what they are telling more, we'll see in that next video. Okay, now what are the words you learn? Think. What do you mean by think? Who is thinking here? Both of them, as Robin as well as Jay. Feathers. So just memorize the spelling of the words. Okay, feathers. And garden. Who was sitting in the garden? Yes, Robin and Jay. So Robin, Jay, they were sitting in the garden, and then what happened? Yes, and then they think about people. They are growing. People are growing, but without they don't have feathers. Then how they'll grow? So that's what they're thinking. They'll talk. So that we see in the next video. Okay, thank you.